All right, guys, we're doing things a little bit differently. These are your notes on polynomial long division. So you're going to do these at home. I'm going to help you do A, B, C, and D right now. And then in class, all we're going to do is we're going to practice this a ton. So this is what your notes look like now. Just a little bit easier, more concise, to the point. And you guys are going to be doing most of the learning on your own at home through these videos and answer keys. So we'll see how that works. So in your notes today, you've got a checklist, and sometimes you'll have more than just one, but all you need to learn today is to use long division to divide a polynomial by a binomial. That's it. So at the end of this lesson, the end of class tomorrow, if you can't do that, you cannot check this box. All right? Got to be able to check that box by the end of tomorrow. So we're going to start with long division that you guys have done in the past. All right, so this first problem A is just 362 divided by 3. And you've all done this, but it was probably a long time ago. So the way this works is you put your dividend under the house, and the divisor goes out here. And all we're going to do is step by step, we're going to play with each of these digits one at a time and see how many times we can fit this number in there. So how many times can we put 3 inside of 3? Well, 3 times 1 is 3, so just one time. Now our next step is we're going to do 3 times 1. Then that gives us 3, and we're going to write that right beneath the number in the first column. Then we have to use subtraction. So 3 minus 3 is 0. This is where we bring down the next digit, and then we repeat the process. So how many times can 3 go into 6? 3 goes into 6 twice. And 3 times 2 is 6. So we subtract and get 0. Then we have to bring down the 2. How many times does 3 go into 2? It doesn't. It's too big, so it does not go into 2. And 3 times 0 is 0. We subtract. Now you have a 2 left over. We have no more digits. Now we could use decimal places and keep going, but all we're going to do today is we're going to say the answer is 120 and 2/3. So what we did there is we just took our remainder and placed it over the divisor, and there is our final answer. All right, so division from 3rd grade, you guys should be hopefully brushed up on that. It's been a long time, but it's not something hopefully that you've forgotten. So if I were one of you guys, over here on the side, I might make a note about A right here. I might say, don't forget that whatever's left over gets placed over the divisor. That's what goes there, right? So these are just things off to the side that you're remembering as we're going over this. And I'm not going to tell you what to put there. I have my own notes, so when you see my answer key, you'll see what I put there. But right now, it's on you. B. Now we're going to take everything we did in A and apply it to B. So in B, I have x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6, and all of that is being divided by x plus 4. All right, this is going to be a little tricky, so pay attention. As far as how many times this goes into this, we really only care about the lead term. So whatever this is, we're going to figure out how many times does x go into x cubed. X goes into x cubed x squared times, because x times x squared is x cubed. So that's how many times it goes into x cubed. So, as I just showed you guys, x times x squared is x cubed. But now since we have this here, we also have to do whatever we just got at the top times 4. So x squared times 4, and that is 4x squared. So now we're at the step like we were here. We've got a number being subtracted from another number, so we have to subtract. Please be careful when you subtract to make sure that you put the bottom term in parentheses. 6x squared minus 4x squared is 2x squared. And x cubed minus x cubed is 0. Now we'll have to bring down the next term. and we do it all over again. How many times does x go into 2x squared? Well, off to the side, I'm going to make a note. X times what gives me 2x squared? Well, that's going to be 2x. So, plus 2x. 2x times x is 2x squared. And 2x times 4 is 8x. So now we have 3x, and we bring down our 6. We just have to do this one more time. How many times does x go into 3x? 3 times, right? And I can check that. X times 3 is 3x. Okay, so x goes into 3x 3 times. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract. 6 minus 12 is negative 6. 3x minus 3x is 0. So we're left over with this negative 6. So our answer is going to be x squared plus 2x plus 3 minus 6. And remember that it goes over our divisor. That's our remainder. It's left over, and we weren't able to divide that number by x plus 4. There's your answer. All right, so anything that you thought was different about that one, interesting about that one, you didn't realize was true or you didn't realize you were going to have to do, you're going to write that over here to remind yourself, well, when I did B, there was something that happened that was a little bit unique that I want to remember in the future, because these are your notes. You're doing them at home. All right, I am going to do C and D in a separate video. This is the notes video that I'm putting on Edpuzzle, but the other one will also be attached. All right, so this is the one that absolutely you must watch. But you should watch C and D as well, because you do have to have your notes completed before you come in tomorrow.